All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another live broadcast here on Cape Atlantic Live. I'm Brian Kniff with Buddy Tarbot, and as the high school football season continues, as this is the official week 1. Last week was week 0. And this evening we have the Lower Cape May Caper Tigers looking to go to 2-0 as they host the Clayton Clippers here at Steven Steger Memorial Field. Both teams coming off victories. Lower Cape May in a game we broadcast rolled past Bridgeton 44-6. Clayton was in a close game with Kip Cooper Norcross Academy before pulling away in the fourth quarter. They won 34-12, so both teams coming in having won their opener last week. So a little bit about Clayton. They are a member of the West Jersey Football League Patriot Division. They're in the same division as Middle Township from right here in our area. And last week against Kip Norcross, they did not throw the ball an awful lot. They only attempted 3 passes, just completed 1, but they ran the ball extremely, extremely well. They had 2 players go over 100 yards. Another one rushed for 77. Demetrius Williams, Jordan Barfield, and Iske Taylor. So that's a lot about Clayton's offense, as they do a lot on the ground. They also had a good defensive showing last week with 7 sacks. Zion Carr had 3 of them. So that'll be something to watch from the Clayton sideline as Lower Cape May takes the field, wearing their blue jerseys, trimmed in gold with black numbers, with the black helmets and black pants. Clayton wearing the all-white uniforms, blue numbers trimmed in gold, and they have the gold and blue helmets. Clayton's coach is John Chamberlain, and Lower Cape May, of course, led by Lance Bailey. I'm Brian Kniff alongside Buddy Tarbot. Buddy hasn't gotten a chance to say a word yet. He's dying to jump in.
That's right, and I'll tell you, Brian, I was able to talk to Coach Chamberlain a couple of times during the week, and then tonight before the game down on the field. And you hit it right on the head, and you talk about their offense. They're a team. They're looking for ball control, and they play the wing T offense.
Right.
So they got 3 guys in the backfield, and that is possession is going to be very important to them. They don't want to turn the ball over, and they, as he said, they don't want to play behind the chains. And what's that mean? That means they don't want to be penalized. They want to stay out of penalties, which we saw an awful lot of yellow flags last week here at Lower.
Captains are out on the field. It's Ian Gannon, Ike Taylor, Ray Sims, and Zion Carr for Clayton. And for Lower Cape May, it is Hunter Ray, Braswell Thomas, Jackson Brown, and Quentin Hagan. Hagan missed last week's game, but obviously fully fit tonight. He'll start both ways. And see what we do on the toss here. As it lead official this evening is Frank Burbridge. We'll get you the rest of the officials momentarily. And it looks like Clayton has won the toss, and they have deferred. So Lower Cape May, they will take the ball. They'll receive, and Lower Cape May will kick off from east to west, and that'll be right to left across your video screen. Sam Cohen helping us out with the video production as usual. And it's Lower Cape May and Clayton. We'll step away momentarily here as they are set to play the national anthem. Tremendous rendition. The national anthem by Savannah Brown and Jillian Endicott, two Lower Cape May students. Jillian Endicott showing her musical versatility. Last week,
absolutely,
she did the national anthem on the saxophone, and this evening she sung the national anthem. The officials for this game, Lower Cape May and Clayton, we mentioned the referee, Frank Burbridge. The umpire is Walt Hurd, linesman Leon Daniels, line judge Bill Carlton, field judge John Hasher, side judge is Chris Chiaro, and the timer is Sam Westfall. And Lower Cape May to kick off, as we mentioned, beautiful evening for football. Second week in a row, buddy, that we get a breeze, and tonight is actually a lot cooler out, obviously, than it was last week. So for late August, this is about as good as it gets.
Absolutely. You know, we're able to take advantage as for the second game in a row. We're sitting high atop the bleachers. We are not in the press box, still wondering if that band is in effect. But you know what? We like being out here.
Demetrius Williams and Jordan Barfield back to receive. Dennis Serra will kick it off. Kind of a crosswind here tonight. Probably will help Serra a little bit on this kick, and we are underway. It's a deep kick, but it's going to go out of bounds.
And that's where the crosswind hurt him, because the wind actually picked that ball up, and it's blowing right to left, and it blew the ball out of bounds.
Obviously, Clayton has some options here, and it looks like they're going to make Lower Cape May re-kick.
Yes, that's exactly what they're going to do, Brian. And, you know, we talked briefly about last week and the amount of yellow flags in that Bridgeton game, you know, against Lower Cape May, and bang, first play of the game.
Yep.
We start off with a penalty.
I forget the number, buddy, but we had, in that first half, we had to have at least 15 penalties last week. And most were on Bridgeton, obviously, but
as talking to Coach Bailey before the game, Lower Cape May's coach, you know, then his guys tend to start playing sloppy. You play down to that type of competition. So he was not happy with his execution.
All right, we're ready to go again after the penalty on the kick. Here's a kind of a line drive squib kick taken by Williams at the 20, cuts back across the 30. And a pretty good tackle made down there by Logan Haggerty of Lower Cape May. So 1st and 10 for Clayton. And their quarterback is Ian Gannon.
They're going to start on their 34-yard line.
Yeah, and they, as Buddy mentioned, they are a wing T team. They send a man in motion. Now it looks like the left tackle jumped early. So we're going to have an illegal procedure penalty. And that'll move Clayton back 5 yards.
And now
yeah, we start the penalties again.
Yeah, 2 plays, 2 penalties. And it's going to put the ball back on the Clayton 29-yard line.
It'll bring up 1st and 15. Again, a decent crowd here, considering that, you know, we're prior to school being in session. Lower Cape May students start on Tuesday. Here's a handoff running off the left side and picking up about 6. Isaac Taylor. Actually, gain of 7, so it's a 2nd and 8. Got it out across the 35 to the 36, just shy of the 36. We have Lower Cape May looking for a stop on the first possession by Clayton. Here's Gannon under center. Man goes in motion to the far side. It's another handoff going left. Again to Taylor. And again, Taylor has good yardage.
Flipper run by number 5, Isaac Taylor.
That's a gain of about 5, and it'll bring up 3rd and 3.
And Clayton will face
And right there, Brian, as we see, Clayton choosing to run the ball those back-to-back times to the left side
Yes.
of their offensive line, attacking the right side of Lower Cape May's defensive front. And as you said, Taylor, that time he picks up 5s and bringing up that 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, it's a short 3. The ball's just outside the 41. They need to get to the 44. Here's Gannon under center here. Hands off again, and I think he's close. It was Taylor again on the run. It looks like they're going to give him the first down. Or are they? No, they're going to measure.
Yeah, he actually might with that spot, Brian, he might come up short. But they're going to bring the chains out. They are going to bring the chains out and pull them tight as the officials get down. Wow.
So they are short. Olmer's Appliance Service is a proud supporter of Cape Atlantic Live and CapeAtlanticLive.com, a family-owned and operated business since 1974. Olmer's Appliance services all the top appliance brands. Give Olmer's Appliance a call, 609-368-4444, or log on to olmersappliance.com.
10:08 to go here in the opening quarter, and it's going to be 4th down and about a half a yard.
Gannon sneaks and gets it easily. He picks up 2. He needed about 6 inches and got 2 yards.
zone number, first down, Clayton.
So 1st and 10 for Clayton at their own 46. I remember last week, buddy, Lower Cape May didn't give up a first down until there was less than 30 seconds to go in the first half when Bridgeton scored on a big play. So Clayton on their first possession, it took them 4 downs to do it, but they get a first down. They keep the chains moving here. Double wing, man goes in motion. It's handed off to the motion man who falls down in the backfield. Logan Haggerty was in the area. Demetrius Williams never got going.
6, Demetrius Williams.
And he loses about 4 yards.
Second down for Clayton.
Yeah, and the fact, as you said, Brian, he lost his footing out there on the grass, but Logan Haggerty was right there to make sure.
Yeah, I think Haggerty was in the backfield to make that play anyway. You're right, buddy, but Williams stumbled right at the outset, and that play had disaster written all over it. So it's 2nd and 14 now. Handoff again to Taylor. This time he's taken down.
Clayton run by number
Quentin
5,
Hagan on the stop.
Taylor. Short gain.
And that might call that,
3rd down.
I don't know, that's a pickup of 1 yard.
Yeah, so it's 3rd and 13 here, and as we mentioned at the top, Clayton does not throw the ball much. They only, or at least last week they didn't, only 3 attempted passes, but this might be certainly a position where they might have to put the ball in the air here on 3rd and 13. Now Gannon was a little late getting the play from the sideline. We'll see if they have an issue with the play clock here, but it looks like they'll be okay. Man goes in motion. Gannon, it's a little counter trap play. And a nice run, but way short of the first down. Jordan Barfield, he picked up about 6.
Jordan Barfield.
I'll tell you what, Brian, you got to give Lower Cape May's defense credit. Yeah, it looked like there was a big hole there, but Cape May's defense, they closed it very quick.
Yes. So go ahead. 4th and 7.
They closed
Michael
it very
Robinson
quick.
back to punt. Dennis Serra and Braswell Thomas back deep for Lower Cape May. Good snap. Oh, nearly blocked, and now there's all kinds of room over here for Robinson. But he breaks the tackle and gets the first down.
And more.
That's amazing.
Oh, and more, yes.
It's a 17-yard run. Ogre Nunez had beaten his blocker and got in there. Robinson did the right thing, pulled it down, and then it looked initially like Robinson was going to be stopped a couple yards shy of the first down, and he broke that tackle and gained 7 or 8 more yards, and it's a 1st and 10 for Clayton at the Lower Cape May 34.
That was a big missed tackle along that sideline, Brian. Then he was able to spin up and really pick up some good yardage.
Taylor, another big run, 4 yards.
Run for the Clippers.
Logan Haggerty narrowly missed tackling him in the backfield. 2nd down and 6, ball at the Lower Cape May 30. 6:40 to go, first quarter, no score. And, Buddy, Lower Cape May might have to make an adjustment here because Clayton is having all kinds of success running to the right side of Lower Cape May's defense so far. Now they go to the left, and Haggerty takes down Taylor from behind.
Demetrius Williams run for the Clippers.
Check that. That was Williams on the run.
They'll bring up a 3rd down for Clayton.
And as you said, that now brings up a 3rd and short.
Yeah, 3rd and 2.
And Williams doing a good job that time. And as they did go right, and the line did a good job getting out front, giving him some, blocking. And then Williams doing a good job holding on to that football.
They go back to Taylor, and he's going to be taken down right around the 1st down marker.
Run for the Clippers.
And they are going to say he's short, so we've got another 4th and about a half a yard to go for Clayton. Clayton able to move the ball so far against this Lower Cape May team. A 17-yard run on a busted play on a punt attempt. Gave Clayton new life here. Now they have a 4th and inches. Hand off to Taylor, and I think he's got the 1st down.
And I'll tell you the other thing, too, Brian, Clayton's coach, Coach Chamberlain, he's showing a lot of versatility. He's given the ball, off to 3 different backs consistently, and all 3 are doing a good job getting positive yardage.
So now 1st and 10 at the Lower Cape May 24, no score, 4:50 to go in the first quarter. Clock is moving. It's another handoff, turning the corner, cutting it up the field, and going into the end zone untouched is Demetrius Williams
And no
from 24
flags.
yards out.
No yellow flags on the field, and that was a big 24-yard run.
I'm glad you qualified that by saying yellow flags, buddy.
Well, you never know.
Someone might have thrown a blue one, right?
Or a red one.
6-0 Clayton, 4:39 to go in the first quarter.
And now onto the field will be the extra point kicker, which is for Clayton. They have a guy that kicks off, and he's also their punter, and that's Demetrius Williams. And they have one that just does.
Well,
extra points.
they're going for 2 here.
Mikal Robinson.
Gannon's under center. It's a toss to Taylor, and he's cut down and taken down short by Braswell Thomas. He hit him at the 5,
And with 4 minutes
and the run fails.
in the first quarter, the score is Clayton
So it's
6, Tigers
Clayton 6, Lower Cape May nothing here with 4:39 to go in the first quarter. Crest Savings Bank is a proud supporter of Cape Atlantic Live broadcasts and CapeAtlanticLive.com. Banking since 1919 with branches across Cape May County to best serve you. Check out all the services Crest Savings Bank has to offer at CrestSavings.com. Bal Harbor Hope Motels in Wildwood Crest supports high school football on Cape Atlantic Live and CapeAtlanticLive.com. A beautiful oceanfront resort. The Bal Harbor sits directly on one of the East Coast's best beaches in Wildwood Crest. Know someone planning a vacation or needs a room for a night or two? Have them check out the Bal Harbor through balharbormotels.com or by calling 609-522-3343. Square One Design has nearly 20 years of experience in designing websites, building online marketing campaigns, and creating custom web applications. Square One Design is a proud sponsor of high school football on CapeAtlanticLive.com.
Well, Brian, in that drive, the Clippers were able to show that they were able to move the football on the ground against Lower Cape May. They picked up 3 first downs, including that second one where they were going to punt, but on that miscombobulated snap, the punter ran for 17 yards.
Braswell Thomas on the return gives Lower Cape May good field position as he gets it out to the 39-yard line.
By number 14, Braswell Thomas, and the Tigers will take over first and 10.
And now we're going to see how Lower Cape May responds to this early deficit. And right there, that kickoff return by Braswell Thomas, that's a good way to respond.
Hunter Ray leads the team out. He's a starting quarterback. We want to send congratulations to Hunter. He just committed to play Division I baseball at Fairleigh Dickinson University. He starts in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. He takes the snap. He hands it off to Nunez, and Nunez picks up about 3.
That's going to depend on the spot. Yep, it's going to be a 3-yard pickup as he crosses the 40, takes it to the 42-yard line of Lower Cape May.
Lower moving quickly here. Same setup, 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side, but Isaiah Wing is in at running back. And I believe we had a fumbled snap there. Now we have flags down.
And Clayton players are indicating that they recovered the snap, but as you said, there's a flag. It's going to be a false start.
Against the Tigers.
That was one of those where I think the snap, I think the center may have forgotten the snap count, buddy, because everyone moved and the ball was never snapped. So now it's 2nd and 12. Hunter Ray lines up in the shotgun. Braswell Thomas in the slot, their big receiver. They hand it off to Wing. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage, still on his feet trying to shred tackles. Now he's going to turn the corner, and he's got room. Across midfield. Inside the 40, still on his feet, and finally taken down at the 35. That is as good of an individual effort as you will see running the football right there.
Yes, absolutely.
That's a 26-yard run by Isaiah Wing and a first down, and that might be the spark Lower Cape May needed, buddy. They've gotten off to a sluggish start here.
Yeah, that was absolutely an outstanding run by Wing. And, Brian, you called it. You know, he looked like he was going to go down for a loss 2 different times.
Right.
And then he popped it out to the left side, and he was able to get some momentum and really fly down that sideline.
Ray rolling to the right, tosses. It's caught by Thomas. Stiff arms a man, has a first down and more, and is down close to the 20-yard line. Actually inside the 20. They're going to mark him at the 19.
First down, Tigers.
It's a 16-yard gain. That was a great decision by Ray. He rolled to his right, and then when 2 defenders came toward him, he just tossed it lightly about 3 yards down the field, 5 yards down the field to Thomas, and he did the rest and picked up 16. So it's 1st and 10 for Lower at the 19-yard line of Clayton. They trail 6-0.
Well, it's certainly nice.
Hand off to Wing. Takes it up the left side. Stiff arms a man. Bounces it outside and dives for the corner and gets in for a touchdown. And we are tied at 6. 2 terrific runs by Isaiah Wing on this drive. Finished off by that one from 19 yards out, and we're tied at 6.
Yeah, and again, Isaiah Wing taking it to the left side. And what a stiff arm he laid out on the Clayton player, and that set him free, as Brian called it, to scamper in untouched till he got to the pylon, and he made sure he was going to be in that end zone.
Dennis Serra on for the extra point, and the kick is good. So Lower Cape May takes the lead 2:31 to go, first quarter. It's the Tigers 7 and Clayton 6. Hall's Carpet Care is a proud sponsor of Cape Atlantic Live sports broadcasts and the CapeAtlanticLive.com website. Specializing in carpet and upholstery cleaning, air duct and dryer vent cleaning, and home watch services, Hall's Carpet Care gives you the clean you expect and the service you deserve. Check them out at hallscarpetcare.com or give them a call at 609-463-3733. Need a place to park your vehicle ahead of a great day or evening out in the Wildwoods? Check out Smitty's Parking with 2 locations on Ocean Avenue, just steps from the world-famous Wildwood Boardwalk. And don't forget that the Smitty's location at Youngs Avenue has great rates on all kinds of bike rentals. Give Smitty's a call, 609-522-9114. So good answer there, buddy, by Lower Cape May after giving up the early touchdown as they have the 7-6 lead.
And that was exactly what we were asking. How was Lower Cape May going to respond being down for the first time this season, and the way Clayton was able to move that football, and what does Lower come back? They come back with a 1-2-3 punch, and bang, they're in the end zone. Then the extra point by Sierra is good. And as you said, now Lower leads 7-6, 2:31 to play in this opening quarter.
Dennis Serra has it teed up. Line drive, kind of a deep kick. Taken back there by Williams. Takes it up the left side, bounces it outside further, and is finally going to be taken down just short of the 45.
Tire kick return by number 6, Demetrius Williams.
I'll tell you what, Sarah's kick went almost to the 5-yard line, Brian, and it had some height.
Well, that was the issue. It didn't have enough height. It was a line drive kick.
I said some height.
And Williams got out to about the 20 before a Lower Cape May player was in the area.
And I'll tell you what, Williams has shown, obviously his explosiveness already in this football game. And you give him the ball in that type of kickoff, or even say a punt, where he's got room to gain that momentum. And he's a big kid. He's tough to bring down.
2 back set this time for Clayton. They hand it off, and coming up the left side. And picking up about 4 or 5 is Raymond Sims. So Clayton continues to hand the ball to different players, and it's a pickup of 5 for Raymond Sims. The wing tee can be very effective, buddy. One of the issues that the detractors have with it is that it often takes you a lot of plays to be able to move the ball down the field. And the question is, at the high school level, can you sustain 10, 12, 13-play drives? Clayton proved they could do it on their first possession. Now they're going to put it in the air for the first time, or look to anyway. Gannon rolling to his left. Throws back across the middle of the field. It's intercepted, I believe, by Logan Haggerty. Now we have a flag down after the interception.
Clayton pass intercepted by the Tigers.
And that was not a well-thrown football.
No, it was thrown back across his body by Gannon. It was a post-possession foul. It's an illegal block, I believe, by Lower Cape May. So the Tigers will have possession, but they'll move it back. They would have had it around the 47. But now this ball is going to go back.
The Tigers will take over first and
10 yards, I believe, for an illegal block.
And that time, as Gannon's rolling to the left sideline, actually going to the sideline where his team is, that's one of those ones, Brian, either you throw the ball to the bleachers or you just got to eat it. You cannot make that type of throw. That went up like a wounded duck. And out here in Irma, these Lower kids, they can shoot
They
some
shoot
ducks.
those down. That's just exactly right. Hunter Ray's going to throw deep. He's looking for Thomas, and it's just out of his reach. I think the wind may have played a factor in that. Thomas had his man deep, beaten. Thomas, by the way, if you were watching last week's broadcast, he had a number change this evening. He's wearing number 14. Last week he was 11. Guess when you have 5 catches for 102 yards and a touchdown and an interception return for a score, you're allowed to change your number.
Yeah, I would think Coach Bailey would be okay with that.
2nd and 10 for Lower Cape May from their own 32. They lead 7-6. 1:29 to go first quarter. Ray takes the snap. It's a straight draw. Oh, he is crunched right at the line of scrimmage by Ike Taylor.
For the Tigers. That'll bring up a 3rd down for Lower Cape May.
So it's 3rd and 10 at their own 32. Over in Wildwood, Cumberland leads the Warriors 7-6 late first quarter. 3rd and 10. Ray goes back, flushed out. He's going to roll to the near side. He's going to look, throws. It is caught by Zach Castellano, who has a first down and more.
Boy, he was wide
Yes,
open.
he was, and that's a great play by Hunter Ray there.
Yes.
He looked to his check down, man. Castellano, as Buddy said, wide open. And that is a pickup of 22, I believe, and a first down.
And I'll tell you, Zach Castellano did a great job, Brian, of not over-committing on that route. He ran to the open spot on the field, made eye contact with Hunter Ray, and Ray saw him, picked him up, threw the football to him, and as you said, that's a 22-yard pickup on 3rd and 10.
Ray takes the snap, drops it, picks it up. This is a busted play. He'll roll to his right, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, and is finally taken down. He did a good job of just getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
there.
absolutely. He might even have picked up 1 yard.
Hunter Ray carries.
And that was the final play of the first quarter. So Lower Cape May leads 7-6 after 1, and they have the football in Clayton territory about to start the second quarter. Cape Atlantic Live sports broadcast and the CapeAtlanticLive.com website are proudly supported by Ribeye Steaks, serving the finest Angus ribeye steak sandwiches, sausage, roast pork, and more, all on the freshest rolls in South Jersey. Just ask Buddy. Be sure to check out Ribeyes at many of the major festivals and weekend events throughout Cape May County. For more information on Ribeye Steaks, 609-602-3378. The Cabrera Companies are a strong supporter of local sports coverage on Cape Atlantic Live and CapeAtlanticLive.com. Whether it's buying or renting property at the Jersey Shore, management services for homeowners and condo associations, or residential home repairs and home improvements, be sure to check out Cabrera Companies, locally owned and operated in Wildwood Crest. Log on to CabreraCompanies.com or call 1-855-633-2300 for more information. So, Lower Cape May leading 7-6. They'll have 2nd and 10 at their own 47. Or excuse me, at the Clayton 47 as we start this second quarter. Option play. No, it's shovel pass. He hit Ogre Nunez. This is a nice little play for Lower Cape May as Nunez is going to pick up 6 or 7, down close to the 40.
Yeah, and as you said, a nice little shovel pass to the left side. And Ogre Nunez is doing a good job. He really kept his feet going, Brian. He became very tough to tackle. And it is going to be, maybe we call it 6 yards. Looks like a 3rd and 4.
I didn't think they got a great spot there. I thought Nunez got all the way to the 40, but they're going to put it at the 41, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. Wing is the running back standing to Ray's left. They hand it to Wing. He'll have a first down, still chugging his feet. And he's taken down at the 35 after a gain of 6.
Isaiah Carr Wing carries for the Tigers. First down, Lower Cape May.
Isaiah Carr Wing has 3 carries, buddy, for 43 yards. First and 10 for Lower at the 35. I'm Brian Kniff with Buddy Tarbot and Sam Cohen handling the live video production. Produced and directed by King of the World, Matt Ulmer. First and 10 for Lower.
Yes, that's an understatement.
Leading by a point early second quarter. Fake of a handoff. Ray keeps. He's going to bounce it outside. He's got some room. And he's going to run for a first down. Well, I'm not sure if they're going to give him the first down. I think they may mark him just short.
And that'll bring up a second down for Lower Cape May.
And that I'll be honest, I mean, we're a long way away. The official's right on it. That looked like an iffy spot there. I thought Ray got down across the 25 before he ran out of bounds, but they're going to mark the ball back at the 26, so it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, from our angle, he clearly looked like he knew to go out past that yard marker, but they did not spot it there. So, as you said, 2nd and 1, 10:21 to go, second quarter.
Back to pass is Ray. Throws, intercepted. And that ball didn't look good coming out of his hand. And it's intercepted back there by Ray Sims.
Interception by number 12, Raymond Sims. And the Clippers will take over first and 10.
So Clayton will have it at its own 5 with 10:13 to go in the second quarter.
No, and you're right, Brian. That was not a well-thrown football by Hunter Ray. As you said, when that ball left his hand, you could actually see that it was going to sail, and sure enough, it did sail. And then Clayton was able to intercept and come down with the football on their 5-yard line.
First and 10, Clayton. Hand off to Taylor, and he picks up about 3.
Clayton carry by number 5, Isaac Taylor.
Taylor, the fullback, picks up 3. It's 2nd and 7. So it's been a good one so far, 7-6. Lower Cape May on top. Ian Gannon under center. Another handoff to Taylor, and he's got the first down as he's taken down at the 15, so he picks up 7.
Taylor carries for the Clippers. That is enough.
Taylor runs, Buddy, with a very low center of gravity. And does well to have his shoulders out in front of his feet. He's tough to take down.
And as you said, he picks up that first down, moving the football out to the 15-yard line. Now Clayton with some breathing room. There, they started off this drive with the ball on their own 5.
Gannon hands. And Jordan Barfield this time picks up about 5.
Carries for the Clippers. Brings up
So it's 2nd and 5.
for Clayton.
These teams met last year in Clayton. Lower Cape May won it 27-14. Second and 5 for the Clippers at the 20. Hand off to Taylor up the right side.
Isaac Taylor carries for the Clippers.
And he's taken down.
Bring up a 3rd down.
A short gain by Joe Franzillo and Quentin Hagan. This will be a 3rd down and a long 2. Or as Buddy would say, a short 5.
Yes.
They run it to the right side, and there's all kinds of room out there for Williams. And we have a late flags coming in, though.
Demetrius Williams carries.
Let's see what we got here.
There is a flag on the play.
And we have holding on Clayton. So this This will be a spot of the foul penalty. It'll end up being a loss of about 1 or 2 on the play by the time they march it off.
Penalty against Clayton.
So obviously that penalty hurts, but with the spot of the foul, they actually move. He's going to gain yards, but still be short of the first down. It's going to be now like a third and a long one.
Lower Cape May is calling a timeout here on defense. The Wildwood Recreation Department and the Byrne Community Center proudly support high school football on CapeAtlanticLive.com. Be sure to check out their big event for the Halloween season, a trunk or treat and a haunted house at the Byrne Community Center on Friday, October 27th from 5 to 8 p.m. Call 609-522-5837 for more information. The Skiera Restaurant Group in Wildwood is a huge supporter of live sports broadcasts on Cape Atlantic Live and the CapeAtlanticLive.com website. Be sure to check out the Mud Hen Brewing Company, the Dogtooth Bar and Grill, and Poppy's Brick Oven Pizza and Kitchen for great dining and entertainment experiences for the entire family. And congratulations to the Mud Hen on recently being named the best brew pub in New Jersey. So,
And they have very good chicken breasts, too.
Yeah, thank you.
And after the timeout,
Nobody ever misses a chance for a juvenile joke than you, buddy.
Thank you.
3rd and 1 for Clayton at their own 24.
I'm still a juvenile delinquent.
Gannon takes the snap. Taylor on the run. He'll have the first down as he dives forward and picks up about 4.
Clipper run by number 5.
So that's a first down for Clayton.
Taylor.
Brian's fan club is gathered in front of us.
At the 28-yard line. 7:50 to go first half. It's 7-6. Lower Cape May. It's a handoff and taken down in the backfield.
Clipper run by number 4.
Nice play made by Ryan Rush there.
Man in the backfield by the time.
Jordan Barfield loses.
Long for Clayton.
Yeah, he had nowhere to go, and I'll tell you what, Lower Cape May's defense really responded well on that play. It's a 4-yard loss, Brian. And as you bring up a second down and 14, 7:07 to go here in the first half. It's Lower Cape May 7, Clayton 6. A beautiful night for high school football right here in lovely downtown Irma.
Hand off to the right side, and turning the corner is Williams. And he's ushered out of bounds, but not until he picks up about 11 or 12. And this is the thing that the wing T can do, buddy. You run all that stuff between the – actually, they're going to say he got knocked out of bounds at the 33. So it's a gain of about 9. But that's the thing about the wing T. You run so much with the fullback between the tackles, and then you hit your speed guys going to the outside, and that's where you can catch defenses really keying on the inside. So kind of a big play here midway through this second quarter. It's 3rd down and 5. 6:40 to go. Lower leading 7-6. Gannon hands off. Oh, and this time Lower Cape May's all over it. That was Taylor on the run, and he may have lost the yard. And he did lose a yard, so Clayton will send the punt team on.
And again,
Michael Robinson will do the punting. Serra and Braswell Thomas back deep for Lower. Sorry, buddy.
now, again, as you said, Lower Cape May's defense reacting very quickly and very good on that play.
Robinson's kick is a low-line drive. It bounces and will roll. And Clayton, wow. Clayton actually picks it up at the 30, does Lower Cape May a favor. That ball may have rolled another 5 yards, but Ends up being a relatively effective punt. Lower will have it at their own 30. 5:56 to go in the first half. Crest Savings Bank is a proud supporter of Cape Atlantic Live broadcast and CapeAtlanticLive.com. Banking since 1919 with branches across Cape May County to best serve you. Check out all the services Crest Savings Bank has to offer at CrestSavings.com. So Lower Cape May takes over at their own 30. 1st and 10, just past the midway point of the second quarter. Lower holding a 1-point lead. They have a problem with the snap. The ball is loose. I think Clayton's saying they have it. And now they're saying 2nd down. Ray looked like he fumbled the snap a little bit, the shotgun snap, and then as he handed it off, it was fumbled.
Lower Cape May, very fortunate right there, Brian, that they did not give up that football. They were able to react a little bit quicker than Clayton to recover their own fumble. It's going to be a 2-yard loss, but you'd rather take a 2-yard loss than giving the football up inside the 30.
2nd and 12 now for Lower. They hand it off the wing. He runs into his own man, but now bounces it outside, spins away from a tackle, and he does well to pick up about 7 or 8. Bring up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, we'll call that 8-yard. It's an 8-yard pickup for Isaiah Wing. And this is going to be a big 3rd and 4 with Lower Cape May with the football on their own 36-yard line.
Wildwood has taken a 13-7 lead over Cumberland late first quarter.
4:32 to play here in the first half.
Ray takes the snap and hands off.
Wow.
That's a great run by Isaiah Wing.
Wow.
Across midfield, bounces it outside, and finally taken down up close to the 35-yard line.
Wow, that was a double wow. 2 big moves, Brian, as Wing did a good job in the beginning of that run of following his blockers, and then he was able to pull away on that left side, and a little jab step fake to the inside, and bang, he pops it back out to the sideline. And what a beautiful run.
Another hand off the wing. Another big run. He's got a 1st down and more. Still on his feet. Isaiah Wing. Touchdown. What a run.
That's a 36-yard run. After a 28-yard run.
Well, Isaiah Wing is really running the football well tonight. We'll get you his stats as we get close to halftime, or as we get to halftime. 3:47 to go in the first half. And Dennis Serra on to try to make it 14-6. Good snap and hold, and the kick splits the uprights, and Lower Cape May leads it 14-6. Isaiah Wing, a 36-yard touchdown run. Hall's Carpet Care is a proud sponsor of Cape Atlantic Live sports broadcasts and the CapeAtlanticLive.com website. Specializing in carpet and upholstery cleaning, air duct and dryer vent cleaning, and home watch services, Hall's Carpet Care gives you the clean you expect and the service you deserve. Check them out at hallscarpetcare.com or give them a call, 609-463-3733. Ulmer's Appliance Service is a proud supporter of Cape Atlantic Live and CapeAtlanticLive.com, a family-owned and operated business since 1974. Ulmer's Appliance services all the top appliance brands. Give Ulmer's Appliance a call, 609-368-4444, or log on to ulmersappliance.com. Square One Design has nearly 20 years of experience in designing websites, building online marketing campaigns, and creating custom web applications. Square One Design is a proud sponsor of high school football on CapeAtlanticLive.com. So a couple of great runs by Isaiah Carr, wing, one of 28 yards and then the 36-yarder for a touchdown. Gives Lower Cape May a 14-6 lead with 3:47 to go in the first half. Dennis Serra to kick it off. And this is high but short. Taken by Barfield. Goes over to the right side, still on his feet, comes out across the 30 to about the 31.
Players kick returned by number 4, Jordan Barfield. And the Clippers will take over first and 10.
So first and 10 for Clayton. They trail now 14-6. Clayton scored on their first possession, but Lower Cape May has answered nicely. Boy, buddy, the weather's about as good as it gets for football at this time of year, right ahead of Labor Day weekend. I mean, it could easily be 82 and scorching right now, but we're in the low 70s with a nice breeze. Back to pass goes Gannon. He's throwing deep, and it's incomplete. Wow, a late flag comes in.
Clayton pass falls incomplete. There is a flag on the play.
I don't know, buddy. This ball looked uncatchable for the receiver as it was over everybody's head, but the flag came in late. And this will be a pass interference penalty on Lower Cape May. It'll be a 15-yard penalty. Lower coach Lance Bailey not happy with that call.
After we assess the penalty, it'll be first and 10.
And that's a 15-yard penalty, and it moves the ball out to the 46-yard line.
And that's obviously a big first down play. I think I've seen everything, but now I think I'm going bananas.
Yes, you are. First and 10 for Clayton at the 46. And we have a man, the wing back on the far side for Clayton leaned forward early, so that's an illegal procedure penalty.
Against the Clippers. We'll back it up 5. Clayton will face a first and 15.
First and 15 now for Clayton at their own 41-yard line. (14-6) lower, 3:34 to go. First half. Another counter play. Barfield. He's hitting the backfield and taken down. Believe that was by A.J. King, and it was.
They'll bring up a second down and long for Clayton.
And again, Lower Cape May coming up with a big defensive play is we're coming up on the 3-minute mark here in the first half. And Clayton getting themselves a little momentum, but it is second down and 16.
It's another handoff to Barfield.
And he barely
great
got back.
play by Ogre Nunez to hold him to a gain of maybe a half a yard, but I think they're going to mark him right at the 40. That's no gain. As Buddy said.
Third down.
Yeah, he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And again, Lower just doing a good job. They read that, stretched it out, and stopped him for that no gain.
Over in Wildwood, the Warriors have just picked up a safety. So they lead Clayton 15-7 early, or lead Cumberland 15-7 early in the second quarter. Third down and 16 here for Clayton. And see what the Clippers do here. You know, they're allowing the clock to run down, and then they're going to take a timeout here. So Clayton will take a timeout.
Well, you know, Brian, I guess we can't really say. It's third down and long, 3rd and 16. They're on their own 40-yard line. They need a significant gain on this play. Not necessarily the first down, but they need to get at least close up to the 50 if they're going to try and make this a 2-down, opportunity.
Cape Atlantic Live sports broadcast and the CapeAtlanticLive.com website are proudly supported by Ribeye Steaks, serving the finest Angus ribeye steak sandwiches, sausage, roast pork, and much more, all on the freshest rolls in South Jersey. Be sure to check out Ribeyes at many of the major festivals and weekend events throughout Cape May County. For more information on Ribeye Steaks, call 609-602-3378. And if you want information on how good those steak sandwiches are, just call Buddy Tarbotton.
Absolutely. Or even treat.
Oh,
yeah.
You heard it here on Cape Atlantic Live. Sam Cohen just got up and started going to his car. You heard you.
Just Sam, sit back down.
Well, actually, before he did that, he had to jump out of the way of all the moths coming out of your wallet. Third and 16 for Clayton at their own 40. 2:02 to go before halftime. Gannon in the shotgun here. He hands it off to Taylor going right. Haggerty takes him down for a loss.
Wow.
And Lower Cape May is alertly going to take a timeout here ahead of 4th down. Great play by Haggerty as Taylor loses 2. And it'll be 4th down for Clayton with 1:54 to go. This leaves Lower Cape May with 1 timeout.
And I'll tell you what. You said it all, Brian. Logan Haggerty, he has really had a very good game tonight on the defensive side of the football, and he continues to play well.
You know, we there's obviously a lot of attention played to the athleticism of Braswell Thomas and the toughness and running ability of Isaiah Wing, but Logan Haggerty is as fast of a linebacker as you're going to see, and he's been all over the field here tonight, and that's a big play there on 3rd down, putting Clayton in an obvious punting situation on 4th and 17.
And with 1:54 to go, Lower Cape May, they have 1 timeout left, but there's plenty of time on that clock. What they don't want to do right here is commit a penalty or turn the ball over.
Robinson's punt is fielded by Serra at the 30. Breaks a tackle, still on his feet. Bounces it outside, trying to turn the corner. And he'll go across midfield and up to about the 40-yard line of Clayton. That's a 30-yard return by Dennis Serra.
And what a great inside move he made as he was going to that right sideline, and he literally stopped, let Clayton defenders go by him, cut it back to the middle of the field, and was able to pick up probably another 15 yards. That was a really sweet move by Dennis Serra.
So 14-6, Lower leads, 1:37 to go in the first half, and they would love to get some points out of this possession here and go up 2 scores at halftime. And 2 receivers and a wing back to this near side, just 1 receiver to the far side. Thomas goes in motion. They hand it off to Thomas. He's going to sweep the left side. Cuts it up, still on his feet. What a move as he left a defender in his dust, and he picks up 11 and a first down. But there is a flag down, and a holding penalty will be called.
Holding against the Tigers.
Wow, and that is a shame because that takes that burst of speed that Braswell Thomas just displayed was Division I material. And I'll tell you what, Brian, that was one. Man, he took that football on that left side, and when he hit that hole, his offensive line did a great job. But as you could see on that play, Braswell Thomas just needs a little bit of daylight, and then bang, he can make something big happen.
But that hold will move it back. It is a spot of the foul penalty, so it's only a 5-yard loss for the hold, so it's 1st and 15. 14-6, Lower Cape May leads, 1:25 to go in the first quarter.
And the ball back on the Clayton
first half,
45.
First half, buddy, sorry.
Clayton 45-yard line. 1:10 to go, first half.
Ray back to pass. Has some time. Now rolls out to the right. Still rolling. Spinning away from one man. Still on his feet. Goes to the far side. Throws. Incomplete. Wow, that was a heck of a play by Ray. As Jackson Brown trying to make a diving reception down at the 30.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was one heck of a play. The defensive lineman for Clayton did a great job. I mean, he almost got Hunter Ray way back there, but he just missed him when he dove. And then Ray, trying to throw that football down the left sideline to Jackson Brown, and he just kind of ran out of real estate, ran out of room.
And that was Zion Carr on the pressure from the left defensive end position. They hand it off this time. The wing bounces it outside. Wing
Goodbye.
Down the sideline. Another touchdown. No flags.
A 45-yard run. Wow. Isaiah Wing once again showing just an incredible amount of athleticism, a burst of speed, the inability for him to be tackled because he's so strong.
I think
his leg strength.
And I think they may have caught Clayton by surprise there by running the football, buddy, late in the half like that. Serra's kick is good. Zach Castellano did a terrific job getting that ball to the tee after he fumbled the snap. And Serra boots it through. And it is 21-6. Lower Cape May leads as we are now inside a minute with 47 seconds to go in the first half. Bow Harbor Hotels in Wildwood Crest supports high school football on Cape Atlantic Live and CapeAtlanticLive.com. A beautiful oceanfront resort. The Bow Harbor sits directly on one of the East Coast best beaches in Wildwood Crest. Know someone planning a vacation or needs a room for a night or two? Have them check out the Bow Harbor through BowHarborMotels.com or by calling 609-522-3343. So the 45-yard touchdown run by Isaiah Wing was his third of the half. And it's 21-6 Lower Cape May with 47 seconds to go.
I mean, obviously we're going to get an official total at the half when we can catch our breath after watching Isaiah Wing. But unofficially, I got him for about 167 yards, Brian.
Serra to kickoff. It's high but relatively short. Taken by Williams at the 15. He's got a head of speed up the middle of the field. Bounces it outside. And they're going to run him out of bounds at around midfield.
Tiger kick returned by number 6, Demetrius Williams.
So does that
And the Clippers will take
give
over
Clayton
and time.
thoughts of taking a couple cracks deep downfield? We'll see. They'll have the ball at the lower 47 with 38.3 seconds to go in the half.
Well,
I'm actually
Brian,
surprised, buddy, that Lower didn't squib kick that.
well, here we go. I mean, as you said, there's still 38 seconds on the clock. The ball on Cape May, the Lower Cape May 47. I mean, if I'm Coach Chamberlain, I have to try and put the ball in the end zone. They had a 6-0 lead. Now Lower has ran off 21 straight points. You got to try and go into that locker room with some kind of momentum. Even if you get down, close at this point, any momentum into that locker room is better than none.
Gannon back to pass, rolls to the far side. Looking, throws, incomplete.
Pass incomplete. That'll bring up a second down.
And Quentin Hagan was on the pressure there as Gannon just threw that away to the far side. So second down and 10, 31 seconds to go. been a good response by Lower Cape May after, as Buddy mentioned, Clayton scored on their first possession. And the Caper Tigers have.
And it was an impressive drive,
As it
Brian.
was. As it was. Helped by a 17-yard run on a broken play on a punt attempt. Was not a fake by any stretch. Not a design fake. Anyway, Gannon looking, throws incomplete. Barfield was his intended receiver. He was open, but the ball was thrown a little bit too far ahead of him.
Well, again, Lower Cape May, that defensive line, they're bringing some good pressure. They're not rushing everybody, but the guys that they're sending are making. They're not giving the quarterback any time back there. And right there, I mean, that was just another case in point. He had to get rid of that ball quickly.
So to bring up a 3rd and 10 with 26 seconds to go.
You know, and Gannon, again, he's a left-handed quarterback, and that time they were pushing him right. So he was thrown across his body, so, you know, that made it even that more difficult.
Third and 10 at the 47. Barfield goes in motion. Gannon back to pass, being chased, throws. It's caught by Williams, breaks a tackle. He'll have a first down, and he is taken down inside the 35 at about the 32.
First down, Clayton.
14 seconds to go.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going into that locker room if I'm Coach Chamberlain, you know, Brian, and I'm getting with my offensive coaches and saying, we got to dial up something to get that ball into Williams' hands much more here, especially in the open field. You know, little screen outs, a little pop out like they just ran. You know, Williams has got to touch that football a lot more here in this second half.
Barfield goes in motion. Back to pass is Gannon. Oh, this ball's in the air an awfully long time, and it's broken up. Nearly intercepted by Hunter Ray. Had he come down with it, he would have been out of bounds.
Broken up by number 10, Hunter Ray. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10 for Clayton.
It'll be 2nd and 10 with 7.8 seconds to go.
And as you said,
That looked like one of Buddy Tarbotton's wedge shots.
I'll be lucky if I could get it up that high and hang that long. That's more for me.
Can't get that English on it?
No, it would be more of a ground ball through the sand trap.
2nd and 10 at the 31. 7.8 seconds to go in the half. Gannon hands to Williams up the right side. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. Ooh. They throw a flag over there. I mean, Williams looked like he was still in bounds when Wing hit him, but they're going to throw a flag here. And it's going to be a half the distance penalty. And Clayton's going to end up getting a shot here with 1 second to go to throw the ball to the end zone.
And again, Brian, that's what happens when you put the football in a guy as talented as Williams. You put him in his hands, you know, he's going to make people miss. He's going to frustrate, you know, the defense. He's going to frustrate would-be tacklers. This
is going to put the ball down at the 11-yard line. And this will be barring another defensive penalty, this will be the final play of the half. Again, we're a long way away, buddy. I thought Williams was still in bounds when Wing pushed him. I mean, he was running toward the sideline. He was running out of bounds on his own. But if he's on the inbound side of that line, he's free game to still be hit, pushed, and all that stuff. We have another timeout on the field here. Well, Clayton, I believe, is taking a timeout.
with my vantage point here of being right next to our unbelievably talented cameraman, I was able to glance over at his screen, and I could actually see that Williams was a half a step out of bounds.
Okay, so that was definitely the correct call then. The Sierra Restaurant Group in Wildwood is a huge supporter of live sports broadcasts on Cape Atlantic Live and the CapeAtlanticLive.com website. Be sure to check out the Mud Hen Brewing Company, the Dogtooth Bar and Grill, and Poppy's Brick Oven Pizza and Kitchen for great dining and entertainment experiences for the entire family. And congratulations to the Mud Hen on recently being named the best brew pub in New Jersey.
Very well said.
The Cabrera Companies are a strong supporter of local sports coverage on Cape Atlantic Live and CapeAtlanticLive.com. Whether it's buying or renting property at the Jersey Shore, management services for homeowners and condo associations, or residential home repairs and home improvements, be sure to check out Cabrera Companies, locally owned and operated in Wildwood Crest. Log on to CabreraCompanies.com or call 1-855-633-2300 for more information. So final play of the half, barring a defensive penalty. And it's first, not that it really matters, it's 1st and 10 at the 11. Gannon back to pass. He's going to throw it toward the corner, and it's knocked away.
That was a great defensive play by two.
Yeah, Hunter Ray came in and knocked it away, and we will go to the half with Lower Cape May leading it 21-6. So a good response by Lower after falling behind in that first quarter, 6-0. Lower scoring 21 straight. That's a big stop for Lower Cape May, buddy,
yes,
too, when you consider that Clayton also gets the ball to start the second half. So Lower will go into the second half with that 2-touchdown lead at 21-6. We will step away from the audio momentarily. We'll come back with the second half. Thanks for watching. We are live on Cape Atlantic Live and CapeAtlanticLive.com. All right, back at Lower Cape May, Brian Kniff with the newly bandaged Buddy Tarbotten, 21-6. Lower Cape May leads at the half, and what's this, 29 or 30 years together in broadcasting? It's never been a dull moment with Buddy. And, that was
absolutely
proven true at halftime.
That's right.
Glad to see you're okay. Isaiah Wing, 7 carries, 170 yards in that first half, and 3 touchdowns. He had touchdown runs of 19 yards, 36 yards, and 45 yards as Lower Cape May responds to an early 6-0 deficit to take a 21-6 lead into halftime.
That was a performance, obviously, for the record books, Brian. Be interesting to tap into Coach Bailey and the historians here at Lower Cape May. I would imagine that's got to be darn close to the most yards in one half for a running back here at Lower.
Yeah, it's an awful lot of yards, and obviously he's got a whole second half to go. And the big thing, as you mentioned to me off the air, is the fact that he's got those 170 yards on just 7 carries.
Yeah, when I was checking my notes as we were coming to the end of that half, I was like, wow, it really hits you. He had 2 carries of I think one was 5 and one was 8 yards, and after that it was all showtime. They were all highlight film runs that he had. He was absolutely spectacular. And you talk about hard to tackle.
Yeah,
he was hard to tackle.
And Lower needed a big defensive play at the end. Hunter Ray knocking away a pass in the end zone on the final play of the half to preserve the 21-6 lead for Lower Cape May. Over in Wildwood at the half, Junior Hans has a touchdown pass and a touchdown run. And Wildwood also had a safety, and they lead Cumberland 15-7 at the half.
Good job. Nice. Let's hope the Warriors can bring it home.
And we'll have the Warriors next week. Our first look at them.
This is their opener, correct?
Tonight's their opener, yes. We'll have them next week. They're home against Shalleck, which was a division champion last year. That'll be a tough game for Wildwood. The Wildwood really believes they've got a shot at being over 500 this year, and for them to do so, this is a game tonight against Cumberland they have to have. So we'll follow that as we go along, as that Wildwood leads that one 15-7. So here it's 21-6 Lower Cape May as we get set to start the second half. The Wildwood Recreation Department and the Byrne Community Center proudly support high school football on CapeAtlanticLive.com. Be sure to check out their big event for the Halloween season, a trunk or treat and a haunted house at the Byrne Community Center on Friday, October 27th from 5 to 8 p.m. Call 609-522-5837 for more information.
And Clayton will be kicking off to Lower Cape May to start this second half. And Brian, Coach Bailey, I'm sure at halftime.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, buddy. I made the mistake before we went to half of saying that Clayton had deferred, and obviously they took the ball to start the game. So Lower Cape May does get the ball to start the second half. And that's the Tigers in blue moving from right to left across your screen, and the video production provided by Sam Cohen here on Cape Atlantic Live and CapeAtlanticLive.com. So Robinson has it teed up at the 40. Thomas and Serra for Lower Cape May back at the 15. Kick is away. It's a squib kick taken by an up man, and that is Isaiah Wing. And he's still on his feet. Bounces outside, cuts it back toward the middle, and gives Lower Cape May pretty good field position. He'll be taken down after getting up to the 41-yard line or so. And, buddy, this is a situation here where Lower could go a long way toward putting this game away if they can go down and score a touchdown on this opening possession. And obviously, if you're Clayton, you need a stop here.
And that's absolutely what I was where I was going with the fact that Coach Bailey, with his staff in that locker room, you know that they're drumming it into their players' heads. Let's come out and let's take the opening drive and let's put it in the end zone. You know, and that could be the football game if that happens.
Hunter Ray hands to Isaiah Wing. Oh, and he had some room, but he fell down. He tripped up, may have tripped over one of his own linemen's feet. He picks up 2.
That'll bring up a second down for Lower Cape.
Yeah, Lower moving quickly here now on 2nd and 8 at their own 42. Another hand off the wing. And he's wrapped up after another gain of about 2. Taylor was in on the stop along with Luca Mazzio.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Brian, that we didn't talk about is when I was talking to Coach Chamberlain for Clayton before the game, he said obviously they were going to really be focused at taking number 11, who's now number 14, out of the offense, trying to keep him to a minimum. Well, obviously nobody said anything about number 2. Isaiah Wing.
Yes, and he's had a big game tonight. Ray rolls to the right, looking to throw, does throw. What a catch by, he couldn't hang on. Terrific effort by Thomas. He was getting tripped up as he came down, and he couldn't hang on. It's incomplete, and Lower Cape May will send the punting unit on. Thomas really went up and high-pointed that football, buddy, but he just could not come down with it.
Yeah, that, needless to say, that would have been a spectacular catch by Braswell Thomas.
Demetrius Williams back to receive Jackson Brown's punt. Brown standing just outside his own 30. Good snap, not much of a rush. Brown takes his time, now boots it, takes a lower bounce. It's going to go all the way down to about the 10-yard line. That's a terrific punt of 46 yards with no return, and Clayton will start 1st and 10 at their own 10. 10:26 to go in the third quarter.
Well, I'll tell you, if you can't punch it in or pick up that first down, that was an outstanding punt by Jackson Brown, because that's going to pin Clayton down on their 10-yard line. And again, now the Lower Cape May defense, I'm sure Coach Bailey and his staff were in there and making sure, telling his guys they got to focus on number 6, Williams. There's a carry up the middle. Clippers that time go straight up the middle.
That was Ike Taylor on the run. And he picks up
It'll be second down for the Clippers.
About 3.
And again, plenty of time in this football game, Brian. By no means is this out of hand. And look, Clayton, if they can put together a drive right here, can get right back in the game, trailing 21-6.
Well, that's a great run by Taylor. He was hitting the backfield and then just carried people for about 7 yards and got a first down, actually 8 yards.
Well, again, we saw a lot of good things out of this Clayton offense in that first half, and Taylor being one of them. Very talented, running back. And these guys, they do a good job of running the football. You got to give that Clayton offensive line a lot of credit.
Gannon hands to Taylor again. This time he's tripped up by A.J. King. Good tackle, gain of maybe a half a yard.
Taylor carries for the Clippers. Short gain brings up second down for Clayton.
2nd and 9. King had a very good game defensively last week, buddy, particularly in the second half. breeze has kind of died down here, and it's about perfect for this time of year here for a football game.
Absolutely.
8.5 to go, third quarter. Lower Cape May holding the 15-point lead.
Clayton with the football, 2nd and 9 on their own 22.
Hand off to Williams, turning the corner. He's got a first down and more, and he's finally shuffled out of bounds.
Wow, they're going to
right at the midfield stripe.
Yes, right
by
on the
Tim
50.
Booth.
First down, Clayton.
It's a 28-yard gain.
So Demetrius Williams with another big run. And we just got done saying that, Brian. You know, Clayton, they can put a drive together right here, you know, and get themselves another score. You know, they're right back in this football game.
First and 10 for the Clippers at midfield. Gannon surveys the defense. Takes the snap. It's a toss, this time to Taylor. And he picks up about 5 as he goes out of bounds. Actually make it 6. They mark him down at the 44.
Oh, and I'll tell you what, Taylor looked like he wasn't really going to get anything. And he really showed a burst of speed, Brian, to get through that small gap that was there on the right side. And next thing you know, as you said, you know, he slides over the 45-yard line of Lower Cape May. He's down to the 44. So the Clippers are in business now. Obviously, 2nd down and 4.
Hand off to Barfield, trying the left side. He's got a first down as he picks up 5 or 6 inside the 40. Jordan Barfield.
First down, Clayton.
And they're going to spot the ball. It's now going to be on the 49-yard line of Lower Cape May. 7:50 to go here in this third quarter.
And again, buddy, this is a Clayton team that they haven't had a lot of big plays tonight. Williams has had a couple long runs. He had the long run for a touchdown of 20, I believe it was 21 or 22 yards. But again, Lower trying to make Clayton run a lot of plays to get down the field. They sweep it again to the right side. And picking up a first down, I believe, is Ray Sims.
That's exactly who it was, Ray Sims. And again, you know, Clayton just doing a very good job. And they're going to move the chains, Brian, so you called that one. It is another first down. And that's the 4th first down of this drive for the Clippers. And they're now with the football on the 29-yard line of Lower Cape May.
Handoff again. This time it's Taylor.
Isaac Taylor carry for the Clippers.
And he's taken down by Alex Nelson.
Then it's going to be a 2-yard pickup. It's going to take the ball down to the 27. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Clippers. 6:10 to go here in the third quarter.
Barfield on a sweep to the left. And he's tripped up by Castellano after a gain of about 5 or 6.
And again, that right there, we're seeing Coach Chamberlain showing, you know, out of that wing tee, Brian, they're going to go right, they're going to go right, they're going to go left. They can go both either way. And Barfield now is having a good quarter running the football.
As a pickup of 5, it's 3rd and 3 at the Lower 22-yard line. We're a little over 5 minutes, 5:15 to be exact, in the third quarter. Lower holding this 21-6 lead. Ball on the left hash here. It's a toss to Taylor. And I believe he's got the first down. It's a pickup of about 4.
Taylor. First down, Clippers.
Well, again, the Clippers' offensive line doing a really good job, Brian. Both sides, the right and left side of that offensive line.
Buddy, this drive started back at their own 10.
Yes.
This will be the 11th play of this drive.
And their 5th first down of this drive.
Yes. So 1st and 10 at the Lower Cape May 18. They go to Barfield, going left. He's taken down after a gain of 3.
Clayton run by number 4, Jordan Barfield. Brings up a second down for Clayton.
I'll tell you, buddy, the one thing that you notice about Clayton is that it's a pretty well-coached team.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and
Coach Bailey said that before the game when we were talking to him.
And not to be dismissive of the kid's talent level, but this is not a ridiculously talented team, but they are well drilled. And you just saw, even on that gain of 3, the way they got a couple of linemen out there in space to create some room for Barfield, and everyone doing the job that they're supposed to do. Handoff to Taylor. Breaking tackles, finally taken down by Nelson. There is a flag down in the middle of the field. Let's see what this is.
There is a flag on the play.
Oh, personal foul face mask.
Face mask against
That'll give Clayton a first down. That was a run of about 7. Run of about 6, I should say. And the face mask penalty will go half the distance.
the penalty is assessed. It'll be a first and goal for Clayton.
And now it's 1st and goal for the Clippers at the 5-yard line of Lower Cape May.
And as Brian just said, now the Clippers have it 1st and goal on the Lower Cape May 5-yard line.
Williams this time. And he leaps over a man and into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, I'll tell you what, he makes it look easy.
By number 6,
Demetrius Williams on the touchdown run. And now we've got a ball game with 2:38 to go. And Clayton, it looks like, will go for 2. So this is a huge play here because obviously it's a 9-point game. And if Lower Cape May can get a stop, that means they still have a 2-score lead.
Yes, absolutely. And, and that's what this is going to come down to, the way both teams are able to move the football to a game of, possessions. And it's definitely going to be time management from this point forward.
Barfield goes in motion. Rolling is Gannon. He's going to throw, and it is caught. It's caught back there toward the back of the end zone by Williams. And that'll make it a 21-14 game.
To number 6, Demetrius Williams. And
Now, I'll tell you what, you got to give Gannon a lot of credit there, Brian. The left-handed quarterback, he dropped back in the pocket. His offensive line, they did a tremendous job. And one thing we failed to point out the entire game, Gannon's a smaller player, but that time he hung in there and he found Williams wide open. Well, Williams had to go down to the turf, but he found him wide open.
Need a place to park your vehicle ahead of a great day or evening out in the Wildwoods? Check out Smitty's Parking with 2 locations on Ocean Avenue, just steps from the world-famous Wildwood Boardwalk. And don't forget that the Smitty's location at Youngs Avenue has great rates on all kinds of bike rentals. Give Smitty's a call at 609-522-9114. Square One Design has nearly 20 years of experience in designing websites, building online marketing campaigns, and creating custom web applications. Square One Design is a proud sponsor of high school football on CapeAtlanticLive.com. So the long drive by Clayton gets them back in the game at 21-14.
And, Brian, you talk about a long drive. Clayton took the football over from Lower Cape May with 10:20 to go in this third quarter. And they held onto it from 10:20 to 2:38.
Dennis Serra on the return here. And he's going to get up to about the 35-yard line before he's taken down. They're saying fumble, and that Clayton has it, but wow. I thought Serra's forward progress was stopped up at the 35.
Well, he kept fighting.
Yeah.
He didn't go down, and he kept trying to get something out of that. Nothing was there, and he went back 3 yards from the 35 to the 32, and it was determined that he was not brought down, that he was still moving.
You say so. I was waiting for a whistle that never came, and then unless the ball came out, maybe he was fumbling it before that. Handoff to Taylor, and he goes down after a gain of about a yard. Quentin Hagan, a great play there. He took on a blocker and actually pushed the blocker into the runner. Tim Booth also in on the play over there.
That'll bring up a second down for the Clippers.
So, regardless, it is now going to be second down. That's kind of a healthy spot.
Yeah, they gave him 3 yards on that run. Another handoff. Breaking a tackle is Taylor. Wow. Looked like Ryan Rush had him for a loss, and then Taylor ends up turning it into a 5-yard gain.
Third down for Clayton.
And Clayton.
3rd and 2.
Clayton taking over on the Lower Cape May 33-yard line after that Sierra fumble.
The handoff to Williams. Cuts it through the middle. And he'll have another first down. Gain of 8.
Demetrius Williams, first down.
And that was a big-time move in the middle there by Demetrius Williams, Brian. A nice stutter step. He stopped, faked like he was going to go right, then he burst right through, straight up the middle, and he picks up that first down, takes the ball inside the 20-yard line now. Looks like it's about on the 17.
And we have a flag here
Flag on the play.
before the play. And it's illegal procedure.
Against the Clippers.
I'll move it back 5.
We'll back it up 5. And Clayton will face a first and 15.
47.5 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Lower Cape May holding on right now. They lead 21-14. Clayton just scored, and then Lower fumbled the kickoff, and now the Clippers are in business.
Handoff to Barfield going left, has blockers in front of him. And he's down at about the 15.
I'll bring up a second down for the Clippers.
To pickup of 2.
Well, it was a pickup.
Excuse me, 7. Pickup of
Yes.
7. Yeah. Because it was 1st and 15. I'm sorry.
So now that will bring up a second down and 8.
Williams now. Final play of the quarter. Makes a man miss. He's into the end zone for a touchdown. A 15-yard run by Demetrius Williams.
6, Demetrius Williams.
And that touchdown, that play being ran as you could hear the little siren off of the horn. The time ran out, but Williams did not run out.
And incredibly, Clayton can take the lead here as they're going to go for 2 again. It's 21-20 Lower Cape May.
(21-20) Lower Cape May. There is no time left on the clock here in the third quarter. So after this extra point attempt, the fourth quarter will start with the Clippers kicking off again to Lower.
Gannon takes the snap, tosses to Taylor, and a great tackle by Ryan Rush will keep Lower Cape May in the lead. Excuse me, that was A.J. King on the tackle. And we will go to the fourth with it 21-20 Lower Cape May, still on top. Cape Atlantic Live sports broadcast and CapeAtlanticLive.com website are proudly supported by Ribeye Steaks, serving the finest Angus ribeye steak sandwiches, sausage, roast pork, and much more, all on the freshest rolls in South Jersey. Be sure to check out ribeyes at many of the major festivals and weekend events throughout Cape May County. For more information on ribeye steaks, 609-602-3378. The Skiera Restaurant Group in Wildwood is a huge supporter of live sports broadcasts on Cape Atlantic Live and the CapeAtlanticLive.com website. Be sure to check out the Mud Hen Brewing Company, the Dogtooth Bar and Grill, and Poppy's Brick Oven Pizza and Kitchen for great dining and entertainment experiences for the entire family. And congratulations to the Mud Hen on recently being named the best brew pub in New Jersey. Hall's Carpet Care is a proud sponsor of Cape Atlantic Live sports broadcasts and the CapeAtlanticLive.com website. Specializing in carpet and upholstery cleaning, air duct and dryer vent cleaning, and home watch services, Hall's Carpet Care gives you the clean you expect and the service you deserve. Check them out at hallscarpetcare.com or give them a call at 609-463-3733.
Well, Brian, with that fumble by Lower Cape May, the Clippers kept the football for the last 10 minutes and 20 seconds of that third quarter, scoring twice to pull within 1 point.
So here comes the kick. And it's a low-line drive. It's taken by Thomas at the 17. Across the 25-30, makes a man miss, spins, and is hit and taken down at about the 33-yard line. And I think, buddy, I think it's time for Lower Cape May to go back to Isaiah Wing often here.
Well, here we are. What happened, they ran just 3 plays to start that third quarter. And it was a 2-yard run by Wing, a 2-yard run, then it was an incomplete pass, then they had a punt. The punt went 46 yards, but from that point at the 10-20 mark, and the Clippers started that drive, that first drive from their own 10-yard line. It was an outstanding punt by Sierra.
Hand off the Wing. He lowers his shoulder, picks up about 4. Lower at this point, buddy. Actually, they're going to mark him for a 5-yard gain. Lower at this point just needs to keep the football for a little bit. Their defense, as Buddy mentioned, on the field for an awfully long time in that third quarter. 2nd and 5. Another hand off the Wing. And this time, he only gets about a yard.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. Actually, it looks like 3rd down and 5. But, again, it's going to be a real big 3rd down play right here, Brian, for Lower Cape May. 10:50 to go in this football game. Lower on top, 21-20. But right now they are holding on.
Now let's see what Lower does here on 3rd and 4. Do they put it in the air? They hand it to Wing. He's hit and taken down short. Picked up about 2. It's going to be 4th and 2. Actually, they gave him a little bit of a decent spot. It's 4th and 1. Boy, I'll tell you, Lower sending their punting unit on, and buddy, I know they got the ball at their own 42. Lower has not shown that they can stop Clayton here. You wonder if on 4th and 1 here they should have gone for it.
Well, again, this is only their second series of the second half. Lower Cape May.
Oh, a high snap. Brown's able to get it, and the kick is blocked. The kick is blocked. It's recovered by Clayton at the 18-yard line.
And the Lower Cape May side of the field is very quiet right now. That was an outstanding, obviously, special teams play by the.
Well, again, buddy, and I know the ball's at your own 42. But, I mean, Clayton just went right down the field twice on you in the 3rd quarter, and you have shown no ability to stop them. On that 4th and 1, I'd have gone for it. They hand it off to Williams. He'll bounce it outside, breaks a tackle, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
That's an 18-yard run by Demetrius Williams, an 18-yard run, and now Clayton is on top, 26-21.
And there's a Lower Cape May player down. At the 15-yard line. This is an unbelievable turn of events here. Lower had a 21-6 lead at the half, got the ball to start the second half, and now they find themselves down 26-21 with 9:36 to go in the 4th quarter. And let's face it, buddy, in this second half, Lower Cape May is getting beaten up along the line of scrimmage.
Well, and again, Brian, they've only been able to run 6 offensive plays the entire half.
Tim Booth was the injured player. He gets up, runs off under his own power. You wonder if that was just a cramp. Hopefully that's all it was. 26-21, Clayton, 9:36 to go in the 4th quarter.
And as you just said, this is an unbelievable turn of events, what has transpired so far in the first 14 minutes and 24 seconds of this
They hand off to Williams for the 2-point conversion, and Lower Cape May stops him. Hagan, King, Rush, all in on the stop, along with Ronnie Nienhold. So it's 26-21, Clayton on top, as they have scored 3 straight touchdowns in this second half. Crest Savings Bank is a proud supporter of Cape Atlantic Live broadcasts and CapeAtlanticLive.com. Banking since 1919 with branches across Cape May County to best serve you. Check out all the services Crest Savings Bank has to offer at CrestSavings.com. The Wildwood Recreation Department and the Byrne Community Center proudly support high school football on CapeAtlanticLive.com. Be sure to check out their big event for the Halloween season, a trunk or treat and a haunted house at the Byrne Community Center on Friday, October 27th from 5 to 8 p.m. Call 609-522-5837 for more information. So this is an incredible turn of events here. Lower was leading 21-6. And now they trail 26-21 with 9:36 to go. Robinson has it teed at the 40 to kick off. It's a line drive kick taken by Thomas. Runs straight up the field. Still on his feet. Breaks a tackle through midfield and finally taken down at the 45.
Well, and hopefully that's going to be the momentum changer right there.
For the last player for Clayton that could have gotten him, Nathan Weisburn, made the tackle. It's a 38-yard return. And Lower will have it 1st and 10 at the Clayton 45. It's a handoff to Wing. Breaking tackles, picks up 7. And I think if you're Lower Cape May, buddy, you can't get too fancy here. Wing's been the man tonight for them, and I think they just have to give him the football and take their chances that way. Another handoff. No, Ray keeps it this time, and he's got the first down. Hunter Ray pulled it out of the belly of Isaiah Wing and picked up about 7 of his own and a first down.
Well, again, that's another good, secure play. Hunter Ray has shown the ability. He can run the football, and he does have good hands. You know, now the only way I put it in the air is you do something. Obviously, you got to get it to Braswell Thomas. You know, you need your big guy. You need your stud to touch the football.
Ray takes the snap, hands it the Wing. Taken down by Yasir Saw Dumas after a pickup of 6.
And this is all Lower needs to do, slow and steady. Do the little things that have made you successful in that first half.
They fake the handoff. They toss it out to Thomas, who dropped it.
Second pass falls incomplete. That'll bring up a 3rd down for Lower Cape May.
Thought Ray could have put a little more oomph on that pass, but still, I mean, Thomas has got to catch that. It was right in his hands.
Yes, and it, you know, regardless, we're in 2-down territory no matter what.
And Thomas obviously wanted to try to run before he caught it. Thus the drop. So 3rd down and a short 5. Wing. Not much.
And I'll tell you, you got to give Coach Chamberlain and his staff a lot of credit, Brian. You know, they've really come out here in this second half and shut.
Long bus ride down here, and you're down 21-6 at the half, and now you've come out and dominated this second half, and you have a lead, and you're one stop away on 4th and 4 from really taking control of the football game. So 4th and 4 for Lower Cape May. Let's see if they do something to roll Hunter Ray out here. Now we have a timeout. Lower Cape May is going to call a timeout to talk this over. A huge 4th down play, 4th and 4 with 7:19 to go. Lower trailing 26-21. Ulmer's Appliance Service is a proud supporter of Cape Atlantic Live and CapeAtlanticLive.com. A family-owned and operated business since 1974. Ulmer's Appliance services all the top appliance brands. Give Ulmer's Appliance a call, 609-368-4444, or log on to ulmersappliance.com. Bal Harbor Hotels in Wildwood Crest supports high school football in Cape Atlantic Live and CapeAtlanticLive.com. A beautiful oceanfront resort in Wildwood Crest. The Bal Harbor is one of the top hotels at the Jersey Shore. Know someone planning a vacation or needs a room for just a night or two? Have them check out the Bal Harbor through balharborhotels.com or by calling 609-522-3343. So here's the massive 4th down here. 4th and 4. Ray takes the snap, fakes, holds the ball, and then is tackled.
Wow. After a timeout, I mean, that's the play. That there had to be miscommunication there, Brian.
Well, it almost looked like it was a triple option there. He pulled the ball out of Wing's stomach. He kind of looked left to Braswell Thomas, decided that he kind of held on to it, and then when the pressure came, he just tried to lunge forward, and he was taken down for no gain.
And they're going to turn the ball over on downs back to the Clippers, who they have not been able to stop here in the second half. And
remember now, Lower used the timeout there on offense, so they only have 2 left for the game. Hand off to Williams, and they've had trouble stopping him all night, and he's got another big gain. Out across the 40, inside Lower Cape May territory at the 49.
Demetrius Williams carries for Clayton. First down, Clippers.
He does step out of bounds.
which stops the clock. No, they started the clock right back
Starts
up.
it momentarily.
Yeah.
Yeah, stops it momentarily.
But the ball now across the 50 in Lower Cape May territory for Clayton on the 49-yard line.
Taylor now. And he's up close to a first down.
Number 5, Isaac Taylor carries for the Clippers.
And that will be a first down, a pickup of 10. I'm going to go back, buddy, again. You know, that 4th and 1 that Lower had at their own 42. And you know, they decided to punt. The punt was blocked. And Clayton has continued to dominate this second half. Hand off to Taylor. Taylor, another huge gain for a first down, pickup of 11.
Isaac Taylor carries for Clayton.
And we have a whistle as it looks like another
Officials timeout.
cramping issue. This time it's A.J. King.
And Clayton, they just continue to rack up the first downs as well here in this second half.
Well, King, one of Lower's better defensive players, has to come out for at least a play here on 1st and 10. The clock is moving, 5:40 to play.
9 first downs in this second half, Brian, for Clayton.
Another handoff. Oh, Lower's going to get a break here, I believe. Taylor, a big run. A flag has come down.
Isaac Taylor carries for the Clippers, but there is laundry on the field.
And this is a hold. So Taylor was all the way down inside the 5 on that run, but a flag came down early. This will be a spot of the foul, spot of the foul penalty. So it's a loss of 10, as they called that right at the line of scrimmage.
Yep, that's going to make it now 1st and 20.
And you know that you know, for Lower Cape May, you got to take advantage of this break here on 1st and 20. Clock approaching 5 minutes to go. It's imperative that Lower gets the stop here. And we have movement. And I think this is going to go on Clayton.
5:02 left in this football game, and now it's going to make it a 1st and 25.
The one thing that perplexes me about high school football, buddy, is that you get the 5-yard penalty there, okay, and you're holding a lead. All that time went off the clock. You have an illegal procedure penalty. They mark off the 5 yards, and then the clock starts again. So even though Clayton loses 5 yards, in theory, they could milk a minute off the clock during that sequence. You need a glass of water over there?
I'm good.
All right. Just checking.
My boy Sam's got me.
All right.
With that bubbly water you liked last week.
And now Clayton is calling a timeout with 4:32 to go in the football game. And gives us a chance to let you know that the Cabrera companies are a strong supporter of local sports coverage on Cape Atlantic Live and CapeAtlanticLive.com. Whether it's buying or renting property at the Jersey Shore, management services for homeowners and condo associations, or residential home repairs and home improvements, be sure to check out Cabrera Companies, locally owned and operated in Wildwood Crest. Log on to CabreraCompanies.com or call 1-855-633-2300 for more information. The Sierra Restaurant Group in Wildwood is a huge supporter of live sports broadcasts on Cape Atlantic Live and the CapeAtlanticLive.com website. Be sure to check out the Mud Hen Brewing Company, the Dogtooth Bar and Grill, and Poppy's Brick Oven Pizza and Kitchen for great dining and entertainment experiences for the entire family. And congratulations to the Mud Hen on recently being named the best brew pub in New Jersey.
Well, right now, Coach Chamberlain's telling his guys, all right, look, it's 1st and 25. There's 4:32 left on this clock. We don't have to pick up this 25 yards in one play.
They hand it off to Barfield, and he picks up about 3.
But he stayed in bounds.
Taken down by Zach Castellano, hit him first, and then Alex Nelson finished him off.
Second down for Lower Cape May. I'm sorry, correction for Clayton.
So Barfield got 3. I mean, yeah, buddy, let's face it. With 4 minutes to go here, Lower has to stop Clayton here, and it is 2nd and 22, whatever that might be, 23.
Yes.
Hand off to Williams, sweeping the right side, cuts back, stays on his feet, and he picks up about 7.
Number 6, Demetrius Williams carries for Clayton.
Lower Cape May, I believe, has taken a timeout. Cumberland has scored over in Wildwood. They tie the game at 15, and then Wildwood just fumbled the ball back to Cumberland. Now they're in the early stages of the fourth quarter. 3rd down and 15 for Clayton here at the Lower Cape May 35. Lower Cape May trailing 26-21. The Tigers led 21-6 at halftime. 3:38 to go in the game.
And again, now 3rd down and 15. So, Clayton still does not have to try and get all 15 yards back on one play. But sure enough, they would like to get at least half these, if not at least 10 of these back, to take a little bit of pressure off themselves. Lower Cape May, on the other hand, just needs to continue to make sure they do not allow Clayton to get this 1st down.
Trap to Williams. Still on his feet. He's going to be short of the 1st down, but he picked up about 13. It's going to bring up 4th and very short.
And again, Williams, I tell you what, Brian, we've gotten to watch 2 outstanding high school running backs tonight between Isaiah Wing for Lower and Demetrius Williams for Clayton. And they're going to give...
It's 4th and 2. Lower Cape May takes a timeout.
13-yard pickup that time for Williams. And as Brian just said, now 4th and 2. There's 3:16 left to play in tonight's football game. Lower Cape May takes a timeout. I believe they have one left.
Lower Cape May has only run 12 offensive plays, and they've only picked up one first down in this second half.
Yes. And it has been up until the series of penalties that Clayton just ran into to push it back to that 1st and 25. They have 9 first downs just here in the second half. They had 3 first downs on this drive.
This is basically the game right here. Lower Cape May is out of timeouts. So if Clayton gets the first down here, that'll just about do it, even with 3:16 left. So we'll see what they do on 4th and 2. If you're Lower Cape May, you certainly have to watch the football here and watch for a double count.
Clayton will face a 4th and 2.
Now here we go, 4th and 2. Gannon goes under center, hands off to Taylor, and I think he's got the first down. He's awfully close.
Well, that's what his teammates are all signaling. They're all signaling that.
Well, they're not even going to measure. It's a first down, and that's basically the ball game. Call it a gain of 3 for Taylor. And again, Lower Cape May can't stop the clock.
And Isaac Taylor, the senior, he's had an outstanding game as well. I don't take anything away from the other running backs on this Clayton team. I mean, Williams has been the highlight reel, but these other guys they've just do their job.
The only pass they completed tonight, buddy, was the 2-point conversion. Here's Taylor. He picks up 9, or close to a first down.
Isaac Taylor run for the Clippers. That'll bring up a 2nd down for Clayton.
They actually mark it back for an 8-yard gain. This is an extraordinary second half here by Clayton. Everything that could have gone wrong for Lower Cape May did. 2nd and 2, 1:59 to go. Hand off to Taylor. He's hit immediately, but I believe he's going to have the first down. Or he's going to be close to it.
I'll tell you.
And it is a first down.
You know, Brian, that's the other thing with these running backs. You know, it's running backs by committee with this wing T offense. These guys, they don't fumble the football. And they get a lot of positive yards. You don't see them get pushed back very much. So let's credit that Clayton offensive line.
Cumberland is taking a 21-15 lead on Wildwood in the midway through the 4th quarter over in Wildwood. Gannon takes a knee. And there is stunned silence on this side of the field, buddy, from the Lower Cape May faithful. And rightfully so. I mean, Lower Cape May was in firm control of this. Not firm control, but they seem to be in good control of the game at halftime at 21-6. And they have just fallen apart here in the second half. Gannon takes the knee. And they don't even have to snap it again. And that'll do it. Tremendous comeback by Clayton as they win it 26-21 over Lower Cape May. A tremendous comeback win by Clayton. And they are jumping for joy over there, and rightly so. And Lower Cape May will have to pick up the pieces here going forward.
Well, you know, as you said, Brian, Lower goes into that locker room with a 21-6 lead. And, you know, they are in control. You're going into the locker room. You're going to receive the kickoff to start the second half, up 21-6. But what happens, they come out to start that second half, and it's 1-2-3 punt, and then they get the football back after Clayton did not, allow them another opportunity. They ran 6 plays, and the second punt opportunity, that punt was blocked. And what happens? They turn it around, and they take it right down the field, does Clayton, and pull within 1. And all that momentum that Lower had all of a sudden was gone.
26-21, Clayton comes back to beat Lower Cape May. A devastating loss for the Caper Tigers. For Sam Cohen on the video, for my partner, Buddy Tarbot, and I'm Brian Kniff. Our next broadcast next Friday night in Wildwood. The Warriors will host Shalleck. Again, 26-21, Clayton beats Lower Cape May.